So what would you tell someone who's listening to this right now and who's saying, I want that. I'm longing for an experience where it's going to just root my identity in him so much more. I know it's possible. I just don't know how to do it. What would you tell that person?
I mean, for me, it was letting go. It was it was simply letting go. And I talk about this a little bit in the book, but I feel like it's so our nature, like our self nature is to strive, is to try harder, is to do more, is to look the part, to perform better, all those things. But really when that shifted for me, I came from a performance lifestyle into a grace lifestyle, honestly, of just receiving and letting go of all my tryhards, all my perfectionism, all my trying to make other people believe that I had it all together. It was, I often think about this verse. It's in Proverbs 14:26. It talks about, in the fear of the Lord is strong confidence, and his children will have a place of refuge. And I was actually thinking about this the other day, and I realized, I kind of just saw it in a whole new way than I ever had before. But God became my refuge, and then I had confidence. And it was like I didn't come to him honestly in that season for confidence. I came to him because I needed a refuge. And when I came to him as my refuge, he became so much more than I even knew I was looking for. And I think a lot of us as women, no matter what age we are, like even, I'm super close with my mom, and we have these conversations. We want confidence, we want all of these things, but those things come from simply just a relationship with him. They come from letting him love you. They come from, seeing him as a refuge and letting him just be who he is. And then all those other things are just a natural, they just happen. And I think I realized that in my own life, and trying to go back and trying to figure out, okay, how do I help other people get there? And a lot of times we want steps, and I don't think it's a formula.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I completely, wholeheartedly, I'm nodding my head because I could not agree with you more. And it's so true. And it's actually, not being American, it is such an American thing to want. Give me 3 steps, give me 5, lessons. Like, no, that's not how the Holy Spirit works. That's not how Jesus works. It's all about the relationship. If I can't, you could not for the life of you give me 3 steps on how to get to know your daughter, right? It's just spend time with her. That's how it works.
Yes.
We spend time with God. That's how it works.
And I think the steps take away a lot of the fun. They take away a lot of the joy and a lot of the wonder of knowing God, because it's like, you already, okay, I did this and I did this, or I get this result. But I was reading the story of Joseph again the other day, and I've read that story, watched movies, all that a million times, but just, it was so interesting just again to read how he was literally in a pit one day, and the next day he's in charge and authority over all of, the land. And that just shows God's character, that he was in a pit, and you couldn't have given him 5 steps to get out of the pit. God had to get him out of the pit, and then God gave him great authority and power and favor like that. But there's no formula or method for that. It's just God. It's just who he is. And when you let him, lead your life and just have your life, just look to him, he will do so much more.